On Wednesday, 20 October 2021, the Trump Media and Technology Group, a company owned by no other than Donald Trump, announced that it had entered into a definitive merger agreement with Digital World Acquisition Corp, a company listed on the NASDAQ using the ticker DWAC, which is a SPAC, or also known as a blank check company. In less than 2 trading days after the announcement, DWAC's stock price has risen by 1,300% and closed out trading at still over 10 times its original offer price of $10. In this video, we'll explain what is a SPAC and what we know so far about DWAC and its future plans with Donald Trump's media company. Will the stock price continue to be spectacular, or will you be left a loser?
We have losers. We have losers.
This video is brought to you by I Dream of Money, the channel bringing you videos about business, economics, and money. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers by clicking on the like and subscribe buttons so you never miss out on a video to help you become a better investor. What is a SPAC? A SPAC, or a Special Purpose Acquisition Company, is a publicly traded company that is effectively set up as an empty shell in order to raise money to acquire another company in a particular industry. The SPAC will typically have a sponsor team who have extensive experience to identify privately held target companies. Once that target is identified, the SPAC will merge with the company, therefore getting the private company listed on the stock exchange. This is a much simpler process than going through an initial public offer or IPO, which requires burdensome regulatory disclosure and timing requirements, particularly in the US. The use of SPACs to list companies is not new. However, they were plagued by Wall Street pump and dump schemes in the 1970s, causing the US Security Exchange Commission, or SEC, to outlaw them. The SEC then loosened its grip on SPACs. However, it hasn't been until the last few years where the popularity of SPACs has exploded again. Some fairly well-known companies that have used SPACs to go public include Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic, which flies people into space, and Nikola Corporation, which produces zero-emissions heavy-duty trucks and hydrogen infrastructure. What do we know about DWAC? DWAC issued its prospectus in early September 2021, seeking to raise $250 million. DWAC's management team is led by Mr. Patrick Orlando, who has held many executive roles in finance for over 25 years. The business strategy of the company was stated in its prospectus to be technology-focused companies in the Americas, in fintech and financial services, or SaaS and technology. Clearly, DWAC has slightly strayed from that initial aim by choosing to merge with Trump Media and Technology Group. In a 22-page presentation, the Trump Media and Technology Group sets out its plan to create a media powerhouse to rival the liberal media consortium and fight back against the big tech companies of Silicon Valley who have used their unilateral power to silence opposing voices in America, including Facebook and Twitter. The presentation dedicates a number of pages to Donald Trump and his strong social media following, including comparing his number of followers to Joe Biden's. However, in a couple of pages, the presentation also highlights the massive market opportunity the business presents, starting with the launch of a social media network, Truth Social, to rival Twitter, followed by TMTG Plus to rival Netflix and Disney, and TMTG News to rival CNN and iHeartMedia. There is even a suggestion that there is a long-term opportunity to build businesses that rival cloud web servers and payment services, such as Amazon Web Services and Stripe. So the question is, will it succeed? As a general point, all SPACs are very early stage and inherently risky. There's a reason why IPOs are more burdensome. It is because regulation requires them to provide more disclosure to shareholders. SPACs are therefore generally only suited to those who have a high risk tolerance or who have enough to lose. What is sorely lacking from the Trump Media and Technology Group presentation, however, is any mention of how the business will generate profits. There are no financial projections of any kind in the presentation. Further, there is no mention of the technical team who will oversee the development of its technology platforms, a detail which is quite critical for a tech company. Contrast this to Virgin Galactic's presentation when seeking to merge with its SPAC. Virgin Galactic at that time had already been in development for 15 years and had even already collected $80 million worth of deposits from 600 customers. What is clear is that the Trump Media and Technology Group is still in the early stages of developing its business. If Truth Social will be anything like Twitter, then its revenue will largely be dependent on advertising services. It may face challenges given the divisiveness of Donald Trump. People seem to either love or hate him. Will advertisers want to be associated with his name? That being said, the pulling power of Donald Trump may give the platform the exposure it needs to be a viable rival to big tech. He is likely one of the most famous people in the world. Also, as his business history shows, as detailed in his 1987 best-selling book, The Art of the Deal, he has managed to pull off large construction projects in the middle of Manhattan with little track record. In my view, there is still too little information to know how well DWAC and the Trump Media and Technology Group will fare. However, if there's anything the world has learned over the last few years, it's that you shouldn't underestimate the boy from Queens, New York City, who rose to be the 45th president of the USA. Let me know in the comments below what you think will happen with the DWAC stock price. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time.